Right, guys, so Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, apparently fight has been agreed according to the words of Bob Arum. Drop your comments, like, subscribe, share this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, spray all the good stuff across the channel. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, fight agreed. Do you think when do you guys think this fight is actually going to be announced? Because they've been saying this is agreed, that is agreed, everything looks easy, that looks easy. When is this fight actually going to be announced? When are we seeing a poster? When are we going to get the venue confirmed? When is this happening? Because they say the fight is agreed. We keep hearing about fight is agreed all the time and nothing's actually tangible. We're not seeing anything tangible because time is going. When are we? March now? April, May, June. You know, we need to get this. We need to get the show on the road. Let's just jump into the comments of Bob Arum. Bob Arum says, all points have now been agreed. When asked if the fight was on, Bob Arum said that yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's what each side had to say. Now we're scrambling around to get things signed and everything, but I can say clearly, based on my view and everything, that there are no more issues. Those are the words of Bob Arum. Well, who else made a comment here? Fury said the pandemic and the logistics were to blame for the delay. He said that's the way it is at the moment. I don't think it has got much to do with the fighters. He told ESPN it's to do with the venue, date, place, site, fees. It's to do with everything but the fight itself. So those are the words of Tyson Fury. Those are the words of Bob Arum. And you know, I pretty much thought that maybe that's the reason behind the fight taking so long to be delayed, because I keep hearing stuff about this is agreed, that is agreed, the fight is on, it's gonna happen now. I'm like, so sign the thing, and let's get the poster, let's get a date so we can all know that this is when Fury Undisputed is happening. But we don't hear anything. So now we know, like, you know, it's the venue, the date, place, site, fees, and all this kind of thing. It's just, you know, basically the money thing. The date, you know, for the venue, is it going to happen in UK? Is it going to happen maybe in Saudi, like, you know, where AJ Ruiz happened? In terms of, you know, site fees, who's putting up the most money in terms of date, you know, each fighter wants, like, especially Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury were looking out of shape, you know, recently. I don't know if you guys seen that video of Tyson Fury jumping in some lake or jumping in the sea somewhere. Man was out of shape. Tyson Fury, they'll be dragging on the date, saying let's push the date back a little bit, just a little bit, you know, let us get in some shape before we start jumping in the 400 speed against Anthony Joshua. Let's give ourselves a bit more time. So, you know, it's got a lot to do with that. It's got a lot to do with, you know, availability for venues and all this kind of stuff. So these are like wranglings that usually go on, you know, when you formulate a contract, you know, between two camps, you set up a fight. So it doesn't really shock me maybe that these are the reasons why the fight has been delayed. But one thing we do know is that Undisputed is going to be happening this year, if all else, nothing else happens. So we have to wait and see what happens on that one, man. Whether if it's going to be anything else getting in the way of the fight being made, or everything's going to go plain smoothly. You're not going to have Deontay Wilder coming out talking about I'm meant to be fighting Tyson Fury, you know, because we got the Usyk issue out the way. Usyk, you know, is going to be fighting probably Joe Joyce, you know, for his WBO interim. Tyson Fury still wrangling on. I don't know what's going on with that Deontay Wilder thing with Tyson Fury. We got to see what's going on there. Is they going to pay Deontay Wilder off? Is something going to happen where Deontay Wilder is allowed to fight Tyson Fury? It's not confirmed what's going on with Deontay. So hopefully it all goes through. We can get Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua on for Undisputed. Who wins that fight? Who knows? 50-50. Tyson Fury stylistically can cause AJ a lot of problems. AJ can cause Tyson Fury a lot of problems. You know, in terms of his, movement, in terms of his height, his reach advantage. You know, Tyson Fury's ability to really get dug in the trenches. AJ's combination punches. You know, we saw, you know, his ability, some skills he displayed against Andy Ruiz and against Kubrat Pulev that Deontay Wilder was not able to exhibit. You know, Tyson Fury might not be able to come in there and just ball over AJ like that. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, man. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight agreed, according to Bob Arum. Let's see what happens. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and we can get Undisputed fight on. May the best man win. Fanboys, have your comments. Argue with yourselves. I want to see in the comment section. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Cool.